PM Simon Eba has actually cleared the air. They think or they thought that they would have silenced him long time ago. This guy, this dude is just fastly progressing. That's why a lot has really happened, in the last few days. This must be reconsidered into that very point where we all must stand with him. Now, listen to what he said to the Nigerian soldiers. He said, they are terrorist state of Nigerian government. Instead of wasting your time engaging Finland as exercise my right to self-determination and, against self-determination and self-defense against targeted extermination and annihilation of the Biafran people, as the Biafran Defense Forces continue to overwhelm your terrorist HQ Nigerian army, you should engage Finland to be a mediator in the conflict and also mediate the peaceful exit of Biafra. I am standing very tall on our rights to self-defense. Finland played key role in Namibia and South Africa conflict, but of course, as a terrorist state, you think everything is by killing and kidnapping or by the use of force and threat. I will be your end. Hey, did you hear that word? I will be your end. Let me peacefully say this. In line with what we chase, in line with whatever things we are doing, in line with the facts and the anti-facts, I must communicate to all of you about the pre-orders that has happened lately, whether good or bad. A lot must be reconsidered. And by the reconciliation, I mean victories upon victories must be registered in a big way. You get the point. So this will result towards engaging ourselves into a proper order. Someone ever said I will be your end. Unu ga-anọ ndị wee chi unu ka beans akwụrụ akwụ. Mgbe ahụ na-ahụta na gịnị na enwere okwu, nwa okwu, nwa akụkọ, nwa mgbe a ji akọ. Maka na gịnị, everything that we do must be seen as a gameplay. So whether we like it or not, it has to happen in a very, very considerable order. And that's where the whole things must happen. So this very victory of us that we preach must never for once be synthetic or kept in a wrong path. So the zoo can continue with their threat, and their reminder is what? Finland is not Kenya. The governor of Enugu State has dared the Biafran Republic government in exile and said that sit at home will not happen in Enugu State, and that is just the beginning of his problem. Peter Mba, who is the new governor who continued from his predecessors, Zefai, whatever, has vowed that whether they like it or not, they will never tolerate sit at home. Enugu reject IPOB sit at home order, Pitamba, because recently someone ever decided that they must be sit at home in the whole territory, in the whole zone, whether they like it or not, in the whole zone of the Biafran states, basically from May 29th, which is today. And Peter Amba is saying that that's a waste of time, you know. But truth be told, whatever they try to invest today, they must look at it from this very end of how did we come across these possible benefits. And that's where the storyline must begin. Get the point? That's where the storyline must begin. Because whether they like it or not, a lot of things will happen in accordance. Peter Amba coming out now saying that everything that Biafrans have were invested to see that a big win must come to pass. It has to happen in a very, very prominent way. And that's where the storyline must begin. It has to be with so much declaration and so much energy. But Biafrans will not give up on their dreams. Biafrans will not give up on whatever it looks like. Biafrans must not give up on anything that is going to push them. So these are people who are working for the zoo, who hate Igbo people, who their parents were originally from the north. And that's what they're doing now. Many of them are marrying your daughter so that in the next 100 years, they can control Igbo land and give your governors. That's what they did to the Hausas. They married them, and now their children are now controlling the northern territory. So one thing about these people is that, one thing about Muslims is that they are very patient with everything they are carrying out. With everything. They can take their time. But when taking their time, believe you me, they know what it looks like.